Hey guys, welcome back and thanks for tuning in. This is your number one destination for World Cup 2026 match breakdowns and highlights. So hit that subscribe button right now and let's get into it, because we have the biggest shock of the entire 2026 FIFA World Cup so far to break down from Boston, Massachusetts. Paraguay stunned four-time world champions Germany in the round of 32, winning 4-3 on penalties after a tense, dramatic 1-1 draw through 120 minutes at Gillette Stadium. Julio Enciso shocked the Germans with a first-half header. Kai Havertz dragged the Europeans level after the break. A Germany goal was controversially ruled out by VAR deep into extra time. And then came the most agonizing shootout of the tournament. Manuel Neuer making a huge save, but Jonathan Tah skying the decisive penalty over the bar to send Paraguay through. Germany are out. The biggest upset of this World Cup has happened. Let's break it all down. Before we get into the drama, let's understand the situation both nations found themselves in coming into this round of 32 clash. Germany, four-time world champions, one of the genuine powerhouses of this sport, had actually limped into the knockout rounds, having lost 2-1 to Ecuador in their final group game. A result that shocked everyone given their excellent form before that, having scored 10 goals across their opening two matches against Ivory Coast and Curaçao. Julian Nagelsmann's side had the quality on paper: Florian Wirtz, Jamal Musiala, Kai Havertz, Joshua Kimmich, the legendary 40-year-old Manuel Neuer between the posts. But there were genuine question marks about their form heading into this knockout tie. Paraguay, on the other hand, arrived in Boston as massive underdogs, having qualified as one of the best third-place teams in the entire tournament. The two nations had only ever met once before at a World Cup, back in 2002, where Germany edged a narrow round of 16 win. Paraguay knew they would need a near-perfect defensive performance and a heroic goalkeeping display to have any chance of pulling off the shock. And that is precisely what they produced. From the very first minute, the South Americans showed they had no intention of simply sitting back. Paraguay actually created the first chance of the match inside the opening 60 seconds through Julio Enciso. And then, in a moment that stunned Gillette Stadium into silence, Paraguay took the lead. Enciso, the Strasbourg midfielder, found himself completely unmarked at the heart of a chaotic German defense following a corner, and rose to head the ball powerfully past the legendary Manuel Neuer. 1-0 Paraguay, shambolic defending from a team that has won this tournament 4 times. The Paraguayan supporters inside that stadium were in absolute disbelief and pure ecstasy. Germany dominated possession for long stretches of the first half, but could not find a way through a brilliantly organized Paraguayan defensive structure. And the halftime whistle blew, with the 4-time champions trailing and the entire football world sitting up and taking notice. Germany came out for the second half with real intent, and the equalizer arrived just 9 minutes after the restart. Florian Wirtz, one of the most gifted young talents in world football, whipped a dangerous cross into the Paraguayan box, and Kai Havertz rose above his marker to power a header beyond goalkeeper Orlando Gil. 1-1. Germany were level, and from that moment they completely controlled the rhythm of the match, pushing relentlessly for a winner. Havertz had another headed chance, saved by Gil in the 78th minute. Jamal Musiala came on and added even more creativity. But Orlando Gil, the Paraguayan goalkeeper having the game of his life, produced save after save after save to keep his nation's dream alive deep into the closing stages. 90 minutes came and went, still level at 1-1, and for the first time in this entire 2026 World Cup, a match was heading to extra time. And extra time brought even more drama and even more heartbreak for Germany. In the 105th minute, Jonathan Tah rose to head home from a corner, and Gillette Stadium erupted in celebration. Germany thought they had won it. But after a lengthy VAR review, the goal was ruled out. Waldemar Anton adjudged to have impeded goalkeeper Gil, preventing him from making a save. The goal was chalked off, and the score remained level. Germany continued to press relentlessly through the remainder of extra time. Woltmade had a penalty appeal waved away after the ball struck a defender's arm, but Paraguay's heroic defensive resistance held firm all the way to the final whistle of the second period of extra time. 1-1. For the first time in the history of German football at a World Cup, this match was going to penalties. And what a shootout it turned out to be. Both teams traded penalty after penalty with nerves of absolute steel, Kimmich scored, Gomez scored, Musiala scored, Galarza scored, and then the misses began. Nick Woltmade had his penalty saved brilliantly by Orlando Gil. Antonio Sanabria then missed for Paraguay, and Manuel Neuer, the 40-year-old legend, playing what could be his very final World Cup match, produced a stunning save to deny Fabian Balbuena and keep German hopes alive, sending the shootout into sudden death. Nadim Amiri scored confidently for Germany to make it 3-3. And then came the moment that decided everything. Jonathan Tah, the same defender who had thought he scored the winner in extra time, stepped up under the most enormous pressure imaginable and skied his penalty completely over the crossbar and into the stands. The miss that changed everything. Jose Canale then stepped up for Paraguay, sent Neuer the wrong way, and smashed his penalty high into the corner. Paraguay win. 4-3 on penalties. Paraguayan players and supporters inside Gillette Stadium dissolved into tears of pure, disbelieving joy while the German players stood with their hands on their heads in utter devastation. Full-time and penalties. Germany won. Paraguay won. Paraguay win 4-3 on penalties. And what a result it is for the history books. This is the first time Germany have ever lost a World Cup match on penalties, a nation that had built an almost mythical reputation for shootout success since 1990. Paraguay become only the second South American nation to reach the round of 16 at this World Cup, an achievement that will be celebrated across the entire country for generations to come. Orlando Gil, the hero between the posts, with crucial saves in normal time and the shootout, was undoubtedly the man of the match. Paraguay now faced the winner of Tuesday's clash between France and Sweden in the round of 16. For Germany, a four-time world champion crashes out at the first knockout hurdle in truly heartbreaking fashion, and there will be very difficult questions asked of Julian Nagelsmann and this German squad in the weeks ahead. The 2026 World Cup continues to throw up shock after shock, and it is going to be absolutely electric from here. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button, share this video with all your football-loving friends, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our World Cup content. I will see you in the next one. Let's go.